Welcome to another episode of the Blitz. I will be your host, Bryan Greer, and today I will be previewing the Dallas Mavericks 2015-2016 season and getting my predictions on what I think this season will be for the team. If you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, you know that this team made a lot of changes this offseason, especially starting with no DeAndre Jordan after they thought they had him locked up. DeAndre Jordan stiffing the Mavericks at the last second and deciding to stay with the LA Clippers, making the Mavericks the laughing stock of the league in the offseason and basically leaving them with, drum roll, that's right, Sam Dalembert and JaVale McGee as their second options for center, and Tyson Chandler leaving, going to the Phoenix Suns. Good job, good effort, Mavericks. Also, in the offseason, they let Monte Ellis go and signed Wesley Matthews to a max contract almost, for 4 years, and coming off of a torn Achilles that he is still recovering from and has no timetable to return from. Also, this team has Chandler Parsons coming back off of injury, and there's no timetable for him after having a knee surgery in the offseason. So, as you can tell, this team has a lot of moving pieces. The one stalwart, the great Dirk Nowitzki, is still there. Also in the offseason, the Mavericks did sign Deron Williams to be the starter at point guard. But, hey, as it is with the Mavericks these days, he is also injured and has yet to play in the preseason, and right now has no timetable to return from a strained calf injury. So right now the Mavericks, which seems to be the case for the last couple of years, are the walking wounded, and Dirk right now is the only healthy player going into the season that's going to be in the starting lineup. So yeah, that's really not very promising right now for the Mavericks going into the start of the season. But overall, if this team is healthy by midseason, they will have, like I said, Wesley Matthews at shooting guard, Chandler Parsons, Dirk at the 4, Deron Williams at point, and JaVale McGee or Samuel Dalembert, which there is really not much optimism there, because we all know JaVale McGee is the king of shacking a fool and doing something incredibly stupid almost every game. And Sam Dalembert, as we know, as a former Maverick coming back, can't even get out of bed on time. So, yeah, that's going to be a real challenge for you, Rick Carlisle. He is, in my opinion, the second best coach in the league behind Greg Popovich. Every year seems to just pull a rabbit out of his hat, make this team into more than what I think it should be because of his great coaching and putting players best where they're going to be utilized. Also, this team does have Devin Harris coming back. They did re-sign J.J. Barea, in my opinion, to a contract that was a little too high, but he is a good player off the bench. But will be starting the season, so, oh boy, that might be a little shaky, as always, because of him being undersized as a starter at point guard. Also, this team did draft Justin Anderson from the University of Virginia. Hopefully he gets a lot of minutes. The rookie, the Mavericks, I know, are not used to playing rookies. Rick Carlisle's not a guy who plays a lot of rookies. Also, hoping that Dwight Powell, the power forward, who showed a lot of promise in the D-League last year, really gets minutes this year, and they really do try to groom him, and he starts getting a little bit of seasoning. Now, overall for this team, I really think because of all the injuries starting out this season and not a timetable on when Chandler Parsons and Wesley Matthews is coming back, it's going to be a really rough start, I believe. They're going to really, I think, dig themselves a hole, and it is going to be overall a very tough year because injury-prone players tend to get injured. Deron Williams, injury-prone. Chandler Parsons, injury-prone. Wesley Matthews, coming off of a very tough injury, is injury-prone. So, yeah, I just think it's got to a rough start. I think mid-season they might hit a little bit of a stride, but I honestly don't see the Mavericks making the playoffs this year. I see them winning right around 40 games. Like I said, reason being injury-prone, lack of time on the court practice-wise, and also lack of chemistry. You have to have chemistry. With the West as stacked as it is this year, the Spurs revamping, the Golden State Warriors revamping, you've got the New Orleans Pelicans now with the great Anthony Davis now on the uprise. Don't forget Utah with Gobert, Hayward. Also, you have Trey Burke. Those guys are going to be a lot better this year. Also, you can't forget about the Houston Rockets. The West is stacked this year. And I'm just not sure the Mavericks have the horses this year to carry them to the playoffs. I think they're going to get right outside playoffs in the 9th, 10th spot. But, yeah, it's just not looking good right now if you're a Mavericks fan, because it might be until Christmas till you see Wesley Matthews. It might be a month into the season before you see Chandler Parsons. And by that time, you just don't know where they're going to be and if they have the backups to really keep the team afloat. So, overall, we know the Mavericks have had an incredible run of making the playoffs. And hopefully it does continue this year. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I just don't see that being the case. And it's going to be another Rick Carlisle magic trick miracle if they do make the playoffs, in my opinion, because he has a roster full of guys who are older, and it's just going to be a scramble all year to fit these parts in. You got guys, of course, I've not mentioned Charlie Villanueva in the lineup. It's just, I don't know. I just really hope that the Mavericks give Justin Anderson time to Dwight Powell. I want to see them develop young guys. They're not winning the title. So why not go out there and give guys who need the time the best minutes? You know, Dirk, I hate to see him go out like this with a team that's not really going to be competing for titles. But, hey, Mavericks, once they lost DeAndre Jordan in the offseason, that just left them with nothing more than trying to get guys, like I said, like JaVale McGee and Sam Daniel there. So, with that being said, really want to hear your guys' thoughts on the Mavericks' upcoming season. Do you think they'll make the playoffs? What are your expectations for Wesley Matthews, Chandler Parsons, and Darren Williams? Do you think they're really going to be the parts that fit to this team and really get them going? Also, want to hear your guys' thoughts on Rick Carlisle. Do you think that this might be his last year? Because, hey, we know that Rick Carlisle is one of the best coaches out there, and I'm not sure if he is really in this for a rebuilding project, which the Mavericks are on the verge of, in my opinion, especially with a lot of the pieces being injured and need to get young guys. So, we really look forward to your guys' comments on the Mavericks' upcoming season. And always check out the links below in the description. And please subscribe to Unrivaled Multimedia. We've got a lot of videos coming up on different subjects with video games and sports. So, until the next episode of Blitz, as always, take it easy.